Hi White Sails! Today we're doing a lesson on safety. So our objective for the day is learn the proper safety precautions for both on and off the water. This will keep us safe in and out of our boats. Okay, now I'm going to go over steps that we follow to be safe when the boat capsizes or turtles. So what to do if the boat capsizes or turtles. First, you want to make sure you're not tangled in any lines. So you want to check your arms, your legs. We don't want any lines on you while you're in the water. We want to second check to see if all crew members are okay. Normally we, in my Culp, we always say when the boat turtles, hey, are you okay? And we want to hear everyone say yes from the crew. Third, if your boat is capsized, try to keep the boat from turtling. And the difference between a capsized boat is when the capsized boat is it's not fully flipped over in the water. Normally you'll have the main touching the tip of the water with the centerboard out the other side, out of the water. And fourth, keep one hand on the boat. Do not let go of the boat. We don't want, especially in rough weather, the boat can get away from you pretty quick. So we want everyone to at least have one hand on the boat. And these are the steps towards righting the boat. First off, we want to make sure the bow is into the wind. And what I mean when I say into the wind, that we want the bow of the boat facing where the wind is blowing from. Okay, so I have the wind blowing from here and the bow of the boat is pointing into the wind. Second, we want to uncleat the sheets. Sheets is the sailing terminology we use for ropes, and these we want to make sure are uncleated so that when the boat is righted, you don't have it cranked in all the way so the boat can just sail away right when we right it. Second, the crew members grab the centerboard and put the feet on the water part of the edge of the boat that's in the water. So you're going to have the 2 or 3 crew members, however many of you are in the boat, and you're going to put your hands on the centerboard, stick your bum out, you want your kind of center of weight to be back, so you can kind of use your weight to right the boat. Once the boat is in the capsized position, you're going to have one, normally maybe a heavier crew member who has more weight so they can right the boat quicker, stand on the centerboard of the boat, holding the side and slowly pulling it over while the other crew members swim around to make sure that when the boat is righted, that they can balance out the boat. And fourth, you will hop back into the boat from the stern. Whoever gets into the boat first is going to help each one of the other members into the boat, and then you're going to be righting the boat in iron so the boat shouldn't be sailing away. And once everyone's safely back in the boat, you can be on your way back to whatever you guys were doing beforehand. Okay, White Sails, the next topic I'm going to be talking about is how to dress for different weather conditions. And as you know, in sailing, we face a lot of different weather conditions. It can be wet weather, really hot sunny days, cold weather, because sailing is kind of pretty much a year-round sport now. So, dress for different weather conditions. The different types of weather that we normally sail is hot and sunny, rain or wet sailing, cold weather, and cold water. Okay, and right now I'm going to call up on a few students in my class, and they're going to come up and write different items that you might need during these different weather conditions. So Ursula, what type of clothing would you wear for hot and sunny weather? Ursula, you're definitely correct. For hot, sunny weather, a sunscreen is key. We're out in the water for a bunch of hours at a time. We want to make sure we have proper sun protection, a hat to shade our faces, and sunglasses. Yes, that's awesome. Also, just throwing a few different items in there. For hot, sunny weather, we're probably going to be in t-shirts. We're probably going to be in shorts, or maybe a rash guard or whatnot. Okay, Luke, why don't you come up here and write some ideas of clothing items that we would need for rain or wet weather sailing. Yes, Luke. Definitely during rain or wet weather sailing, a raincoat. is a great idea to wear. It'll keep you warm and dry. If you happen to have a dry suit, that also keep you warm and dry as well. And layers, especially if it's colder weather, layers will trap in the heat and keep you from getting hypothermia or just being cold. Awesome, guys. Ursula, why don't you come up and write what you would need to be wearing for cold weather or cold water conditions. Awesome, Ursula. Cold weather, cold water conditions, you definitely need a wetsuit, thermal wear to keep you nice and warm, and lots of layers. And also, don't forget about your hat. Awesome. You're nice and warm out in the water. Okay guys, so what have we learned about dressing for the weather? You definitely, it's key to dress appropriate for the weather because, you know, normally when we go sailing, we're out on the water for long periods of time, so we really want to be prepared for all the different weather conditions. So as we have here, and my students have written up, for hot, sunny weather, you know, sunscreen, hats, sunglasses, shorts, t-shirts, regular, you know, warmer weather wear. Rain, definitely a raincoat if you have a dry suit. Layers keep in heat, and heat prevents you from suffering any hypothermia or getting too cold out in the water. Also with cold weather, cold water, wetsuits are great. Also thermal wear and hats, and you can have wetsuit booties as well, so you're fully insulated. So also, to go with this, there's a few items that you should always have on no matter what weather conditions there are. And those are closed-toed shoes, so that your feet are nice and protected and you're not going to slip around the boat, and a life jacket. And life jacket that is MOT approved and fits you correctly. Another aspect of safety on and off the water is what items you need to be safe. So when sailing or near the water, you must have on a life jacket, okay? This life jacket needs to fit your weight, be in good condition, be MOT approved, so Ministry of Transportation. Most life jackets have a little, on the tag it says it's approved, and it needs to fit well and not fall off in the water. So we need your life jacket to fit your body weight, because if it doesn't fit your body weight, it won't keep you afloat. And that's kind of the whole idea of having a life jacket on. So also, we need to know items you need in your boat under 5.5 meters. So number one, you need a life jacket for everyone on board, and that's one of the most important. Second, you need a sounding device. So you can have, you know, a whistle. Most people have whistles on their life jacket, or you can have a horn. Thirdly, you need a paddle. Fourthly, you need a bailer, and all of you will have bailers in your boat, so that wouldn't be a problem. Fifth, you need a first aid kit, and at my club, all the instructor boats have the first aid kit, so you guys don't need to have that on the water because they might get wet. And lastly, you need a buoyant heaving line, 15 meters or greater, and you can actually use your main sheet, or normally the bow lines are about 15 meters, so that we cover all those in our boats. So this sums up your safety white sail lesson. I hope you guys learned what to dress for the weather and different weather conditions that we come across in sailing, and also what things you need to have on you and in your boat when out in the water. So I hope you guys learned a lot, and I'm excited to get out in the water and put these things we learned into practice.